So much time spent with his grandparents, and maybe perhaps that explains this bizarre absence of childhood photos with his siblings or with his parents. Okay, so that's a lot that he's giving us. And according to witnesses, Manette was exceedingly private, just like her grandson, often leaving the shutters to her home firmly shut, they said. And once she retired, she hardly ever ventured outside because she was surrounded by books, kind of in her own lair, which explains why and how Macron claims to have been brought up in a bunch of books as well. But which books specifically? He gave an answer to that. Now, according to journalists Candice Negelec and Caroline Darian's biography entitled The Macrons, Les Macrons, or The Macron, rather, they wrote, quote, he said, quote, as a teenager, they wrote, as a teenager, young Macron escaped by reading books by André Gide and Michel Tournier, that book being called The Earl King in English. Those are the books that are on his bedside table. His beloved maternal grandmother shared a liking for these authors with him. Now, we've already discussed André Gide. I think that was in our first introductory episode. This was the guy who was a self-admitted pederast who admitted to raping Muslim boys in Algeria in particular, to explore and learn about his sexuality, throwing off the chains, of course, the confines, if you will, of his upbringing, his Christian upbringing, and really learning about himself through traveling to Algeria.